Hello, I'm Fraser Scott, and this is Countdown to Infinity Wars.
Countdown to Infinity Wars. Countdown to Infinity Wars. Yeah.
Well, it's week 2 of Countdown to Infinity War, where I look at all 17 movies leading up to the release of Avengers Infinity War coming out in the UK at the end of April. Last week we were looking at Iron Man, and this week it is now the turn of the Incredible Hulk. So, did I like this movie? No, I didn't. It was pretty boring. The characters were boring, the plot was boring, the special effects were just weird. I really didn't enjoy this film at all. But the reason that I'm doing this countdown is not so much to review the movies, but more to what I wanted to delve into was the timeline of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and see if it really actually does make sense over the course of those 17 coming up for 18 movies. So we're moving on to our next segment, the Marvel Cinematic Universe timeline. Okay, so as it stands, the timeline is only including events that take place in Iron Man and the Hulk. Now, some of these are confirmed, some of these are unconfirmed. At the moment, with Hulk, the only confirmed date I could find was October 21st, 2006, which was confirmed as the last sighting of Hulk. He had then gone missing for 5 months, and in the opening sequence, it did say that he had gone 158 days without incident, so that kind of puts in the sort of 5 month category. So I've said that he's in Brazil around about March 2007, which means that the events of this movie actually take place almost a year, in fact more than a year before the events of Iron Man, even though the movie was released afterwards. So we also said that around April 2007, Banner was in Virginia because it was 17 days between March and April since his last incident. And then roughly said about May 2007 for his fight with Abomination in New York, and then gave him another month to make his way up to British Columbia, putting him in June 2007. However, the sort of the confusing thing about it is the meeting with General Ross. Stark has a meeting with General Ross. So this must take place after the events of Iron Man. So at this point, it's probably more likely that that Banner's been missing for over a year. But when Stark goes to meet him, because General Ross obviously makes mentions of Stark's Iron Man suit and different things like that. Now, there's a few other things, but generally it's generally pretty linear. I don't think there'll be too much problems with that. Oh, just another mention as well here. General Ross mentioned that Banner had been on the run for 5 years, and there had been a newspaper report saying that there was an explosion at the university in March. It's like 7th of March, it said. So I've kind of roughly put the creation of the Hulk around about March 2002, although that is not entirely confirmed yet. Okay, and that's probably about it at the moment. Well, that's all for me for this week. Next week we're going to be looking at Iron Man 2, which, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. All right, see you next week.